Welcome back to Caffeine and Clarity, where we take the slow sip, the honest breath, and wrestle with the truths we sometimes rather avoid. I'm Emre, and today's episode is called The Weight of Words, How Comments Shape Us. Because sometimes a single comment, whether it's sharp and stinging or soft and kind, can change the way we see ourselves. And in my case, both kinds did. I knew when I started this podcast that the path was uncertain at best. I don't have fancy equipment. It's just me, my laptop, and the words I carefully curate from the long-winded journals they originally were. But here's the thing. When a comment popped up saying I sounded like AI, my feathers got ruffled. I felt small, defensive. I already understood that pressing record meant stepping into a vulnerable place. But nothing prepared me for how deeply a stranger's words would shake me. Listen, I already wrestle with my own doubts, fears, and insecurities. I don't need anyone else feeding that fire. But then I remembered I am a flawed human, and flaws come with imperfections. So reluctantly, I re-listened to that episode. And here's the truth I had to swallow. They weren't completely wrong. Turns out, in trying to make the script perfect, quote unquote, I drained the humanness right out of it. I sounded a little, dare I say it, drone-like. So I made a shift. I lifted the veil of perfection and began leaving my fingerprints on every episode, as imperfect as it was. Now when I record, it feels more like me. And I hope that comes through when you guys hear it. Fast forward to another comment on a much later episode, this time a thank you. 2 simple words that hit me like a tidal wave. Because in that moment, I felt like I had actually made a difference in someone's day, their situation, maybe even their surroundings. And those words carried far more weight than that listener will ever know. I was so moved. I put the episode I'd planned to record on hold. Instead, I went for a walk and had one of my many quiet conversations with God. I thanked him for that person's comment and asked that they be blessed in equal measure to how they had just blessed me. And then I came back to write this episode instead. Here's what I realized. We can't stop or filter out everything that comes our way. Whether through comments, actions, or opinions, that's not reality. And honestly, without friction, there is no growth. Did that negative comment sting? Yes, absolutely, without a doubt, yes. But if I'd just brushed it off, I never would have made improvements. And if I'd clung to it, let it fester, I might have used it as a weapon, or worse, let it convince myself to quit. And if I only soaked in the positive comment, I'd risk getting complacent or letting it go to my head. So here's the takeaway. It's not about the comment itself. It's about how much of it we let in and how we respond. Not always in words, but in action. In choosing whether to grow or get stuck. For both people who left those comments, I am filled with gratitude. Thank you. To the person who left the negative one, if you're even still listening, although your comment was snarky, it was more helpful than hurtful. And to that kind soul who left the thank you, may your journey be blessed, my dear one. In such dark, hateful times, I choose to be a flower, to lean toward the sun, to spread more joy, and to keep reaching for understanding and growth. I hope you do too. Until next time, may your coffee be warm, your clarity brighter, and your spirit a little lighter.